Hi friends, hi friends, hi friends. It is 8 o'clock Eastern and it is time for Throw It Out Thursday in the LaMayzing Test Kitchen. As always, hello Bethany, hello Whitney, hello Heather, hello Helen, hello everybody. Renee is here and Kelly is here and I am so excited to see you guys tonight. It is one of my favorite topics. Hello Drew, hello Taylor. And I love holding space for you every single week in the cloud. Hello Jess, hello Amy, hello Beth, hello everybody, hello Kaylin, hello Mom. I love seeing everyone that is jumping in and having a blast with me tonight in the cloud. And if you are new, you will have to tell me your name so I can give you a shout out and find out where you're watching from. Hello, Jen. And if you are new to my Periscopes, of course, thank you for joining me and welcome. Hello, Jeannie. My name is Hillary LaMay and I am an essential oil educator and global team leader and AromaTouch certified practitioner with doTERRA International. And every week since December 2015, we have met to kick chemicals to the curb together, and tonight is no different. And I am so glad that you guys are not sick of me yet because there's so much fun to still uncover. Hello, Chantal. And speaking of December 2015 and my first Periscope broadcast, it was all about this topic, and I demoed how to use activated charcoal and essential oils to make a whitening powder for my teeth to whiten my teeth naturally. Oh, Kaylin says she loves it. My mom hops on too. The best, never sick of me. Oh, thank you so much. I love you guys, and I love that my mom is watching too. It is so amazing to have your support. Hello, Zach. Oh, and I hope Amy's watching too. Amy is the sweet little puppy dog that I love so much over with Chantal in Florida. Hello, Sarah. And when I did that scope, it was so fun for me. It's one of my most loved, my most requested things that my new oilers would want to learn about. And being able to naturally whiten your teeth, not only for pennies, but also not burning your gums or teeth anymore with harsh bleaching agents that would burn your teeth, sting your gums, all that stuff. And so I've been doing charcoal brushing actually for years before I even started incorporating essential oils, long before I started with doTERRA, actually about 6 years before I started with doTERRA. Hello, Colleen, happy Thursday to you. So actually I have been doing charcoal brushing, this practice, for about 10 years now, which is really hard to wrap my mind around because I can't imagine life without this practice, and I just love it so much. And I love being able to share this with you all and watching you discover it for the first time, but always monitoring ways that we can up level and make our processes more efficient, even though it's fun to be messy, to make our processes a little less messy sometimes and not waste anything. And again, this is just one of my favorite ways to introduce people to using oils, one of my favorite team challenges that I love to share with my oilers, and I am so inspired by you all so much. And I want to shout out to Sarah and Bethany for inspiring tonight's demo, because I thought to myself, okay, how can I combine these two? And those girls had done that, and I'm so excited to share this. So again, Sarah and Bethany, thank you for the inspiration, and we are saying sayonara to the Crest White Strips, which are not only expensive, you know, like $50 or more for a package, and at least 10 years ago they were. I don't even know how much they are. I don't even know if they're still sold in the grocery store. Hello, Ashby. And but if you even think about the actual professional treatments that are probably $500, $1,000, maybe more, they burn your mouth, they make your gums very sensitive and sore, and the chemicals in them have got to go. We cannot do that. They are going to the curb. So again, as always, this platform just allows me to share my passion for doTERRA essential oils with you and share my love for wellness living and really the freedom to just create in whatever we want. We can create whatever we want. We can talk about whatever we want. If there's something that you want me to cover, let me know and I will be happy to research it and put together some recipes. I love just being able to utilize our oils all the time in so many different ways and inspire you guys to just choose your own adventure too and see what resonates with you and see what works for you. So maybe whoever brought you to doTERRA and essential oils isn't using oils anymore. Maybe they're not as passionate or as excited as we are. Maybe they are. Either way, this is just a safe place for you to come in the cloud to hang out with me. It's our little cozy nook of the interwebs every single Thursday night where you can get this continuing education and have fun together and feel that sense of community, because that's really what the doTERRA culture is all about. It's about the community, this high vibration, good vibes, positivity, personal development, learning about our bodies, being more in tune with our bodies, learning how we can empower our children as well. So all my recipes are, for the most part, family friendly. You know, get your kids involved. If they involve heat, you know, and a burner and things like that, obviously be judicious as you normally would. But I love being able to share these simple and kid-friendly recipes with you, especially during the summer when the kids are home. This would be something really fun to do with them. So I hope after watching my broadcast that you see how essential oils don't have to be intimidating. They can be fun for the entire family. And you can always modify them for the oils that you like or for any lifestyle modifications that you need to make. And so you'll be ahead of the game for Halloween as well. Hello, Laura. Thank you for joining us. And the recipe that I'll be showing is super practical. So you can make it for your kids, make it for yourselves. You'll just have a blast. You could choose your own adventure with any of the oils that you want to make these. And if you would like to share my broadcast, I would love for you to do that. You can swipe to the right or up depending on what kind of phone you have. And then you can tap the screen as often as you like. And that just gives me a little heart and lets me know that you are having a great time. Oh, thank you, Laura. Your shirt last week on your class inspired my Zoya Fallon. She is fuchsia and fancy, and I love this color. In the summer, it is so bright and fun, so I had to just wear her in your honor, of course. And if you miss anything, as always, you can catch up on YouTube or here on Periscope as well, because as I mentioned earlier, I'm managing a global team of oilers. We've got people in Australia, in Brazil, in other parts of Europe, in Alaska and Hawaii, and all over the place, all over the US in different time zones. And so if they can't watch, it's okay. If you can't watch live, you can catch it later. You can tap the screen, you can share it later. You can do all the things whenever it's convenient for you. If you have to leave halfway through, I hope you'll come and finish the rest of it later whenever the time works for you. So you may have heard of the ancient Ayurvedic practice of oil pulling, where you are swishing coconut oil in your mouth. So put up a 1 if you've ever tried activated charcoal brushing. And then put up a 2 if you've ever tried swishing with coconut oil. So what I love about this wellness lifestyle is that you can have a basic understanding of how to use essential oils, and you just build on that knowledge and experiment. So tonight we're going to revisit tooth and gum care and streamline oil pulling and charcoal brushing by combining them into one super easy demo. And then we're also going to talk about tongue scraping too. So yeah, you guys have either done this or you've heard of this. And if you missed my Periscope where I brushed with activated charcoal live and I spit black for you, it was really fun and high vibrational, and we just love just getting messy in the test kitchen and having fun with everything. So if you missed that, you can go back and watch it. And hello, Nanette. And if you did watch it, then you'll know how we're going to combine the two. So we're going to make my 2-in-1 easy peasy LaMayzing DIY activated charcoal oil pulling choose. Okay. Hello, Jeannie. Yes, you're going to love this. You're going to have to try this. You're going to absolutely love it. So we're going to lay the groundwork first, like we do, because we want to understand why are we using these ingredients? What is this all about? What's the benefit? So the idea of swishing coconut oil around in your mouth may not sound appealing, even if there are health benefits. So I hope that I can change your mind about this by the end of my Periscope. So you'll have to let me know. You'll have to tag me on Instagram or Facebook, or just send me a private message and let me know if I've inspired you to get brave and get gritty and try it out, and you're gonna love it. So essential oils add an amazing taste, and they also freshen your breath without alcohol or chemicals or dyes. You know, if you've ever used mouthwash with like a purple color or a green color or a blue color, that is not real. That is not real, okay? And that is filled with alcohol and chemical preservatives and aspartame and fake sweeteners, and we don't want that when we're trying to clean our mouth, putting toxins and nasty things in our body. It's going to absorb into our endocrine system and disrupt our hormonal balance and all of those things that we work really hard to facilitate health and wellness in our areas of our life. So our mouth is a really important part of that. And, you know, certainly you don't want to sit around for hours in the dentist chair, and you don't want to pay thousands of dollars to be in the dentist chair for expensive procedures. So the idea of swishing with coconut oil may sound a little more appealing when you realize how many benefits of it there are for you. So oil pulling is simply where you just use coconut oil to pull impurities from your gums and teeth, and you can swish with it. Try to start with for 5 minutes, set a timer, and then try to work your way up to 20 minutes. And that sounds daunting at first, but just like anything in life, just like maybe lifting 50 pounds or running a mile, if you start small, you can totally tackle that limiting belief that you might have that you can't do it. And so we're going to talk about the ingredients that we're going to use. So the first ingredient we're going to use is activated charcoal powder. And back in the day, when I first started doing this about a decade ago, there were no fancy activated charcoal toothpastes and activated charcoal masks and all these things. It was really it just wasn't really mainstream yet, and so I had to use what was available, which is just activated charcoal capsules, which there's nothing wrong with that. Good old-fashioned activated charcoal capsules that I've been using for years, and they are just a loose powder that come in a jar, in a little bottle like this. You can get them from Amazon or from any health food store. But now it's so popular that people are becoming a lot more mindful and aware of their habits and of those ingredients that they're using. And so you can find activated charcoal powder already opened up from the capsules at the health food store, on Amazon, at the Whole Foods and all that. And this particular powder has bentonite clay, which is also really cleansing. And if you saw some of my scopes from before, you'll know that bentonite clay is really cleansing for the skin. We use it for masks and all those kinds of things. It also has calcium and charcoal and then ginger root extract. Hello Dina. So this is activated charcoal. This is Eco Pure, the brand. You can get any brand on Amazon. You just want to be a label reading gangster as always. You don't have to get the same brand that I use. Just make sure you read the label for sure. So activated charcoal powder draws toxins and impurities out of the body, and so does swishing with coconut oil. So we're going to combine the two. So not only does the activated charcoal give your mouth a hearty detox, but the black powder actually whitens enamel without any harsh bleaching agents. So for those of you that enjoy tea or coffee or wine, put up a 1 if you like coffee, tea, or wine. Charcoal is going to help remove the stains caused by the tannins in those drinks. So activated charcoal is a type of high porosity charcoal that's treated to increase the surface area of the carbon molecules by 100%. So this is going to just really give you that scrub that feels like you've just been to the dentist. And so when you try this, you are going to feel different. It is immediate, instant gratification. After you brush with activated charcoal, your teeth literally feel like you've been to the dentist. They feel so smooth and clean, like you could actually hear a little squeak. They're squeaky clean. And I want you to try this and let me know. You'll have to give me your feedback if you try this. So you can tell that it's working. First of all, it's going to whiten your teeth. You could take a before picture and then maybe an after picture after a week or after 10 days or 30 days or whatever you choose to do. But yeah, you're going to see the difference. It's going to be really wonderful that you can actually see that improvement. It's a palatable improvement. So the charcoal has naturally absorptive characteristics. So the activated charcoal is a super absorbent form of charcoal. And then you add to that the fact that the activated charcoal has a mildly abrasive property. So that's really all you need to get your teeth looking sparkling clean. It's going to remove that plaque buildup. And so when you start doing this practice and you go to the dentist for your next cleaning, you're not going to have them scraping as much to get any plaque buildup off of your teeth if you continue to use this practice. And so in the past, all I would do is just wet my toothbrush and open up the charcoal capsule and sprinkle that onto my toothbrush and just put a drop of spearmint oil onto the toothbrush and just brush, and then you rinse and brush, until the water runs clear. And it's a little bit messy, so in my demo I show you exactly how to do it. But this is going to take it up a notch for you. And so again, this is really all you need to create that sparkling effect for your teeth, and it's going to look like you've had thousands of dollars of UV treatments on your teeth, and except this one costs a fraction. I mean, literally pennies. I think it's 18 cents for this one, for one swish, one treatment. And it's totally natural, free of any side effects. There's no side effects, so you're all good there. And then coconut oil is also LaMayzing and fantastic. And coconut oil is a staple in our house, and I'm sure for a lot of your crafts. And it binds to the food particles and other impurities in your teeth, and it nourishes your gums, and it acts as a natural seal, preventing any harmful bacteria from attacking the enamel, and it's antibacterial, and it strengthens your teeth. So between activated charcoal and coconut oil, these two are a dynamic duo of LaMayzingness. You're gonna love this. Your dentist is gonna be blown away. They're gonna be so amazed and impressed that you are just slaying your oral health care like a boss, okay? And so then we just continue to up-level it a little more with our essential oils. And my favorite essential oil to use for this is Spearmint. So for years, Spearmint has been in candy and gum and lots of dental products. Hello, Gabrielle, thanks for joining us. And in those industries, because it's flavor and its breath freshening properties. Now, spearmint essential oil also promotes fresh breath, and it's used a lot in cooking and baking, in salad dressings, in drinks, desserts, and in meat marinades. Spearmint essential oil also encourages a sense of focus while simultaneously uplifting your mood. Many of our oilers love to diffuse this with wild orange or tangerine. I know I did yesterday for a little pick-me-up. Spearmint oil can also promote digestion and help reduce occasional stomach upset, which makes it even more appealing and a great option to use in your toothbrushing routine. And so, especially for George, like we've been talking about for the last couple weeks, he's been incorporating more alkaline foods and trying to reduce stomach inflammation and acid buildup and all that stuff, and having a more comfortable stomach. And so this is a great option to use. You can even make your own mouthwash, and I have a post on that from years ago. And all you do is take a shot glass, keep it in your medicine cabinet, and every morning just fill it with water, put a drop of your favorite essential oil, and swish. You're not gonna have any burning sensation. It's gonna cost you pennies to do this. Way, way better. So you're gonna love this. I can't wait for you to try it. Now, spearmint is also very different from peppermint, making it a more mild option to use for children, especially if they want to incorporate this into their wellness pyramid as well. So some of the other oils that you could use for your oral health care is clove. Clove would be a great one. Also frankincense, also OnGuard, and of course, if you like a super icy cold blast, peppermint, and then wild orange. You could even combine wild orange and peppermint in this recipe particularly, but for me, I've experimented with quite a few, and I just really, really love spearmint. It's the oil of confident speech. I love to put that under my tongue before I go live on a broadcast, or if I'm gonna be in a situation that might be a little nerve-wracking for me, to help lower my anxious feelings. But spearmint is just so great. I really love it. It's a lot milder, more mild than peppermint. So a little fun fact also for you, that because tea was not taxed by the English around the time of the American Revolution, mint teas became super popular in North America, and spearmint was even used as a main cash crop in Connecticut during this time. So that's a little fun fact. So how do we put these three pieces together of the puzzle to make this LaMayzing trio, make this something simple to incorporate into our daily hygiene practices? Well, it's time to craft. So we're gonna get down to business. So it is time for our fresh and clean, 2-in-1, easy peasy, LaMayzing DIY activated charcoal oil pulling chews. And this is gonna be a less messy option for you than just popping open the capsules onto a paper towel and brushing with a raw product. I know one of my oilers, when she did this for the first time, she opened up the capsule and she pulled too hard. She didn't like wiggle it out, and she had black charcoal powder all over her bathroom floor. Hello, Sarah. So hopefully if you don't want to make this, but you just try it, just be really careful and sure that when you wiggle out the capsule and you get the charcoal powder out, that you're really, really careful and you just wiggle it really nice and slowly when you get that out of there. So what we're gonna do is just make this super simple recipe. I mean, this is so simple, so fun, so easy. Oh, thank you so much. That is so sweet. I am so glad that you are enjoying yourself. You are a sweetie bear, and thank you for watching. So in a glass bowl, we are just simply going to combine first 2 teaspoons of our activated charcoal powder. We're going to just drop this right in there. Okay, and again, you can use good old activated charcoal capsules if this is what you have access to at your Whole Foods or at your grocery store. You can get this on Amazon. Any brand will do, as long as you read the label and make sure that there's nothing else in there. But if you want to get fancy and modern, you can get the activated charcoal powder that comes in a little tin, a little jar from Amazon, or also the same health food stores. Then to this, we're gonna add 1 cup of solid coconut oil. And if you live like Jeannie in Florida in a humid environment, you can maybe keep your coconut oil in the refrigerator because it will probably liquefy. I know Bethany was telling me that hers liquefies in the house. We keep our house a little bit cooler, so if you keep your house above 72 degrees, you probably wanna keep this recipe in the fridge. Well, of course, you're gonna wanna keep it in the fridge once it's done, but especially just for storing your coconut oil, you're gonna probably wanna store your coconut oil in the refrigerator during the warmer, more humid months of the year. So that's just a little amazing tip if your solid coconut oil is liquefied most of the time during this time of year. Okay, so we've got our activated charcoal, we've got our coconut oil, and then we need to add our LaMayzing Essential Flair Spearmint. We are going to add 20 drops of spearmint. Hello from Indiana. Thank you for joining me. So thank you to Share Oils, of course, as always, for our dropper tops. 10. All right, we've got 20 drops. Hello, Annalise. We've got 20 drops of spearmint, and all we're gonna do is take either a spoon or a rubber spatula. I have a rubber spatula on standby as well to just mash this up. That's all we're gonna do. We're not gonna heat it. We're not gonna liquefy it. We're not gonna do any of those things. We are just literally going to mash this up super well, okay? And since it is summertime and is a little warm, you don't need a lot of help in that department. But look how beautiful and black this looks. It is so awesome. I cannot wait for you guys to try this. And once it is soft, we're just gonna spoon this into a silicone mold. Oh, thank you, my friend. You are too sweet. I love to use mineral fusion makeup. It is Leaping Bunny certified and organic, non-GMO, gluten-free. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's just nice, light coverage. And I had to rock a bold lip for you guys, of course, tonight because it brings out your pearly whites when you wear a nice bold lip. All right, and so that's all it takes. Not much time at all. And now we have this beautiful black tar that looks awesome. Holler at the black tar. Isn't this glamorous? Thank you. Yes, I love getting messy. We love having fun. We love the zombie brushing up in here. So how about this for a little Thursday fun, right? This is gonna be fun for you in the summer with your kiddos. Invite their friends over. Take a little zombie selfie with everyone's black teeth. Okay. So when this is done, what we're gonna do, like I mentioned, is just grab a silicone mold. Now, you wanna use a mold that has about 2 teaspoons, that'll hold about 2 teaspoons per cavity. The reason being, if it's too large, it's not gonna fit in your mouth. If it's too small, it's not gonna be as effective. So play around with that, you know, choose your own adventure. This is just a little ice cube tray I got from the dollar store like 3 or 4 years ago that's just random, and I use it for like little bath bombs and like randomness, and it's silicone so you punch it out when you're done. So this is a perfect one for me, but you can just, again, choose your own adventure. What you can even do if you don't have anything that's gonna work, you can just make them kind of rustic. Let's see, Vicky is saying, is the charcoal powder okay to use if you have white tooth colored fillings? Absolutely, yeah, totally. Absolutely, 100%. And if you're not comfortable with it, don't do it. You know, you can talk to your dentist or your doctor or whatever, but, well, not your doctor, but your dentist. Maybe you could just give them a phone call to ask, but my oilers have been doing this for years with me, and you're not gonna have a problem at all. So, but again, this is not medical advice. I don't want you to get upset with me if something doesn't go your way, or, you know, if it doesn't go the way that you want it to. So maybe just check in with them, give them a phone call. But no one that I've worked with after years and years and years of doing this, nobody has had an issue with any staining of any kind. You just keep swishing until everything's out of your mouth, and you brush your teeth afterward to follow up. Yeah, it makes a huge, huge difference with tartar buildup, with your, just everything overall. I mean, so many germs. If you think about it, your mouth is staying moist all the time, and that's a breeding ground for germs and bacteria. And so when you can cleanse your mouth with antibacterial charcoal and the antibacterial coconut oil and the antiseptic qualities of all these ingredients together, it's gonna be great. You're gonna love it, Vicky. So what we're gonna do is just spoon this mixture, this tar mixture, right into our mold, okay? So you're just gonna take whatever you have, but like I was saying, if you don't have a mold that is going to fit for this, what you can simply do is just make little mounds, almost like cookie dough, like you're making cookies, and just kind of make them into small rounds, and you can just put them on like a parchment paper on and put it in the freezer afterward, and then when you're done, they'll be hard and solidified because that coconut oil is gonna solidify, and you're gonna see these beautiful little chews I'll show you in a second. So I'm just gonna do a couple here just so that, you know, you're not just watching me fill these little molds all night long, but this is how you do it. So you just spoon the mixture in. You can use a little bamboo stick, or you can use a little mini cookie dough scooper, whatever you might have on hand, and you're just gonna fill these with about 2 teaspoons worth of your activated charcoal infused, essential oil infused coconut oil mixture. Okay, and when you've got this all filled, and this is gonna make about 18 or so, so you're gonna really love this. And I'll finish these up after. I'm just gonna do one more, finish this one up for you. Super fun, super simple, a great sensory activity for your kids. Get them involved, let them have fun with this. choose their own adventure for the oils. They can maybe make their own tray each and pick whichever oils if they don't want to all agree on the same oil combination. Okay, and so I'm going to fill these up later, but as you can see, all you do is just super rustic. They don't have to be perfect. If you want to make them like flat, you can take a little, you know, knife and like make them all flat, but you really don't have to do that. It's just fun to kind of keep them rustic and all that. So once you fill up your tray with your beautiful, yeah, you can do fun shapes. Sarah is the queen of the silicone molds, so she probably has 101 silicone molds, but I don't want you to feel obligated to go out and buying new things for every recipe. You know, I really try to be economical and reuse a lot of things, give you options of ways that you can use what you have at home. So again, you don't have to use a mold. It's just so much easier to use a mold, and use whichever one you have. You can get them at the dollar store, you can find them on Amazon, at the craft store, wherever. So when you fill up your tray of your little oil pulling chews infused with essential oils, when you are done, you are going to pull them, pop them out of the mold, and you can store them in a mason jar. This is what I do, and I have these to show you. So this is so cool. This is what they look like when they're done. They're like these little jujubes. How cute is that? Adorable. And they're just these little scoopies that you're going to chew, and you put it in your mouth. So when you're ready, you just pop one in your mouth, and then you are going to chew on it until it gets liquefied. So that is going to be maybe about 5 or 10 chews worth, depending on the heat and the moisture in the area where you live. You're just going to chew on it until it starts to liquefy. You're not going to swallow this. Do not swallow it, because it's going to have all those impurities and germs from your mouth. So you don't want to swallow that. You want to spit it out into the trash can, not into your sink where it will solidify and then clog up your sink. So whenever you are oil pulling and doing this practice, you always want to make sure that you spit into the trash can afterward. I'm not going to show you how right now, Drew, because I would need to be by the sink and all that stuff, but you can totally show me. You can take a little video of yourself if you want to. But you're going to just take one and put it in your mouth, let it melt down, and then you're just going to swish like you normally would with regular coconut oil, okay? And so you're gonna start with 5 minutes, and then you're gonna go all the way, if you can, to 20 minutes. And so what you can do is fold laundry, you can clean the dishes, try to occupy your mind so you can swish for longer periods of time. Maybe in the shower is a great opportunity to do that, where, you know, you're soaping up, you're doing your shampoo, you're shaving your legs, you're not thinking about that you're swishing with coconut oil, right? So you wanna get up to as much as you can, 5 minutes to 20 minutes, okay? And then what you're going to do is you are gonna spit it out into the trash can, and then what you'll do is you'll just brush your teeth like normal. You don't have to use toothpaste, but if you want to, you can. And then you are going to, you're going to just rinse and continue brushing, and rinse and brush and rinse and brush until the water is clear. And that's all. And your teeth are going to feel so amazing. Drew, I can't, because it would take too long. I'm not going to have you sit here watching me for 20 minutes just go like this. It would not be entertaining. I promise you it wouldn't be. It seems like it would be, but it wouldn't be. So, and yeah, that's really that simple. And again, do not spit this into the sink, as that could cause a clogged drain where the coconut oil hardens either in your sink in the kitchen or in your bathroom. And you can do this once a week. You can do this every day if you want to. The jar you just want to store in a cool, dry place. So, you know, like the fridge would be a great option for you, especially if your house is a little bit more on the humid side. And I just love how versatile these are, because again, you could use frankincense, you could use wild orange and peppermint, you can use clove or OnGuard if you like something a little bit more spicy. You could even do cinnamon bark, and they'd be like a little red hot chew. So, always choose your own adventure, you know, and if you're new to oil pulling and you want to leave out the charcoal because you're just not sure yet, you can absolutely do that, and you can do these separately. So you can just do your activated charcoal brushing by simply just wetting your toothbrush and then, you know, sprinkling a little bit of the powder onto your toothbrush. You don't want to dip your toothbrush into the jar because you don't want to cross-contaminate anything. So, you know, if you think about your toothbrush goes right into your mouth, you don't want to put that into the jar. That's just kind of gross. So if you want to do this method, you could either just take a little bit and sprinkle it onto your toothbrush and brush like that with a drop of essential oil on your toothbrush. But I encourage you to try this because it's really the best of both worlds. So if you like oil pulling but you've never tried the charcoal, if you've tried the charcoal but you've never done the oil pulling, it's a great way to meld the two and make this super simple way to do this. And I'll show you again how cute it is. It's just this little jujube, and it's just your activated charcoal and your oil, your coconut oil, and your essential oils. 3 ingredients. It does not take long. You probably have all these ingredients in your pantry if you are a crunchy mom or dad, or you're into this oily world. You probably already have activated charcoal. It's a really great thing to have on hand if you have kids, if they accidentally swallow anything poisonous. Thankfully, in hopefully your homes, you don't have any bleach, you don't have any toxic chemicals, but if you're still working that through, then you definitely want to make sure that you have activated charcoal as well. So you can do this as often as you like. You can do this once a day. I would recommend oil pulling once a day. I don't think you need to do this twice a day. So once a day is great. Do this on an empty stomach. So either before you eat breakfast in the morning or before you go to bed, without anything in your stomach. I think that's really the best way to do this. Yes, Colleen, yes, you need to. You're gonna love it. So then now that we've talked about this awesome demo, and it's so simple, no heat involved, no nothing else, we're gonna talk about tongue scraping. So put up a 1 if you have ever used a tongue scraper. Put up a 2 if you have no idea what I'm talking about. So I use a copper tongue scraper, and you can get this from Amazon or from your local health food store. This particular set that we have came in a set of 2. Oh good, some 2s. So I'm hopefully going to be inspiring some people to try to do tongue scraping. So this is the brand I love. It's called Wowie, and these are just 2 copper tongue scrapers. They're pure copper. They remove bacteria buildup. They get rid of bad breath, and it's designed to last a lifetime. So you can find a lot of different tongue scrapers, but I really love these, and they're really good quality. Olivia loves to tongue scrape, and in case you missed it, I posted on my Instagram earlier this evening when we were getting ready for her bedtime routine that she wanted to do a little demo showing you guys how to tongue scrape. So she wanted to be a part of the fun since she's asleep right now. So tongue scraping is really amazing and fun. If you have not done it, it is something you can do in the morning and before bed, and before you brush your teeth. Please do me a favor. Do not Google image search tongue scraping. It will make you want to be sick. It is disgusting. You don't want to even know. Just don't do it. I'm telling you now, just don't even do it. But copper is an essential trace mineral necessary for survival, and it's actually found in all body tissues, and it plays a role in making our blood cells, making red blood cells, and maintaining nerve cells, and the immune system. So copper is awesome, and if you have the option between stainless steel and copper, go with copper. So tongue scraping removes, and copper also helps the body form collagen and absorb iron, and plays a role in energy production. So another vote for copper if you are interested in investing in one. It's not very expensive. I think this is probably like less than 15 bucks for a set of 2. And tongue scraping removes extra particles, including the ones that cause bad breath, from the surfaces of your tongue. And it's done with a small, slightly rounded tool just like this. And debris and bacteria and dead cells can build up on your tongue over time, and this can lead to bad breath and really have a negative effect on your overall oral health. And so if you've ever seen a tongue that was white, your tongue should be pink, right? Pink tongue. And if you've seen a tongue that's white or brown or yellow or whatever, it should not be. You want a nice pink tongue. And so, especially if you've just eaten something or drank something, obviously the color of your tongue is going to be different, especially if you've put essential oils on your tongue or, eaten or drunk anything else, right before you look at your tongue. So don't go overanalyzing your health by looking at your tongue right now. But do this practice before you brush your teeth morning and night, and I believe that it will help you in so many different areas of your health, especially if you have gut challenges, because all those enzymes and bacteria and germs in your gums and in your mouth and on your teeth are just hanging out all night long in that moist environment, just reproducing all those cells. And so you want to make sure that you are cleaning off the surface of your tongue before you brush your teeth. So using a tongue scraper can help remove the buildup, and it can also improve your sense of taste. So your tongue may be able to better distinguish between bitter, sweet, salty, and sour sensations. So hopefully that'll be something fun for you to explore. It'll also improve the appearance of your tongue. So buildup of those excess debris can cause your tongue to take on that white coated appearance. It looks like there's a jacket on your tongue, right? And so daily tongue scraping can help remove that coating and prevent it from returning. It can also remove bacteria. So researchers in a 2005 study found that actually using a tongue scraper twice a day for 7 days only reduced the overall incidence of the mutant streptococci and lactobacilli bacteria in the mouth. So those bacteria are known to cause bad breath and dental decay. So if you don't want your teeth to decay, you don't want to be sitting in the dental chair, spending thousands of dollars, having dental work done, and spending all this money on UV treatments for your teeth, you can get a tongue scraper, you can get some activated charcoal powder, you can get your spearmint or whatever essential oils that you want, and you can get your coconut oil. And you can do these things for yourself and empower yourself and your kiddos, and they will have a blast, and it'll be a family affair that you guys can do together. So you can also, again, reduce bad breath, because although tongue scraping won't replace brushing your teeth, scraping will do all of those, will do a lot of those things better. And of course, researchers also found in a 2004 study that scraping was more effective than brushing and removing odor-causing bacteria. So again, something else to ponder. And then just improving your overall health of your entire body. So removing bacteria from your mouth is key to preventing cavities, gum disease, and other conditions affecting the mouth. It'll help clear that bacteria out and just improve your tongue's appearance, improve your breath, and all these things. So how do you scrape your tongue? Okay, so I have a spatula to show you, and I'm going to show you as well. So pretend this is your tongue. Pretend this is like, you know, your little hangy ball in the back of your mouth, your uvula. So this is your tongue, okay? So you can stand in front of a mirror and open your mouth and stick out your tongue, and then you gently set the rounded end of the tongue scraper at the back of your tongue. If you've never done this before, you can start, if you're worried about gagging or if you are unsure, you can start in the middle of your tongue, and then you can gradually work farther back. And then you gently touch the scraper with your tongue and you slowly pull it forward toward the tip of your tongue. And you never want to push the scraper to the back of your mouth. You don't want to gag yourself. You always want to go from the back toward the end of your tongue, okay? So this is how you do it. If you're just starting out, you'll start right here and you just gently scrape downward, okay? And then after you're done, after each scrape, you take a piece of toilet paper or paper towel or like a washcloth, and you just scrape all the bacteria and moisture off. And you do that every single time that you go back through. So if you want to work your way from the front, do that, wipe the scraper. Then go from the middle and go down and wipe the scraper. And then go from as far back as you feel comfortable and go in one solid motion and wipe the scraper. So after every single swipe, you need to wipe. So after a swipe, you need to wipe, okay? So hopefully that will remind you. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, so you just start, we'll start at the bottom. Okay, and then you just wipe it down like this, and then you can go farther back. Okay, and that's it. And then you just work your way as far back as you feel comfortable, and that's it. And you just do that before you brush your teeth in the morning and before you brush your teeth at night. That is all. Just repeat this until you've scraped the entire surface of your tongue, and 1 to 2 scrapes in the same area is usually plenty. So how glamorous is this? Well, I don't know about that, but you know what? This is all about real life and how we can incorporate essential oils into the daily landscape of what we're doing. And brushing our teeth is something that we do every single day, at least 2 times. Hopefully you are doing that, right? So hopefully you've enjoyed this and found it helpful. In no time, we made 2, because sometimes what would feel like a complicated overall, a little bit fussy process of activated charcoal brushing and oil pulling into one thing altogether. Colleen, to clean it, what I would do is just soak it in either that hydrogen peroxide, the 3% that we used last summer for cleaning supplies and for cleaning your toothbrush, and you can put a drop or 2 of OnGuard, or you could use Spearmint or Clove, anything that's cleansing or refreshing, and you can either soak it overnight or you can just swipe it with like a cleansing cloth. You can just spray maybe the peroxide mixture with those oils and just wipe it down, or you can just rinse it with OnGuard hand soap. Whatever feels comfortable to you, whatever resonates with you is what you should do. But this is so simple. We made these oil pulling chews with our spearmint essential oil and our activated charcoal powder and coconut oil. That's it. You don't need to melt it down with a burner. You don't need to get any heating elements out. This is so simple. So I would love for you to reach out to me if you want help getting started with your essential oils and bringing these oils into your home and into your lifestyle for you and your family. I can help you purchase a starter kit. I can help you curate something that would be custom for your needs. If you have specific needs, we can talk about that and jump on a Zoom video call and talk about what you want to do with oils. And I would love to be that lighthouse for you. I'd love for you to join our team. We have support, education, resources, fun. We do raffle challenges every single month that help you use your oils in different ways. Just like I mentioned, like last month or the month before, you know, do your oil pulling or do your charcoal brushing 3 times and share a picture. And it's all this fun stuff about empowering yourselves to use your oils in ways that you might not have thought about using them before. So don't forget that cedarwood is the free oil for July until Sunday the 15th. And then the exfoliating scrub is 10% off all month long. And when you get a starter kit this month, you actually get a free wild orange. And then if you get a certain qualifying starter kit, you'll get a free wild orange and a free copaiba, which is an amazing oil in my neroli serum. I put a drop of that with frankincense under my tongue before I go live for you guys. So I am eliminating those nervous feelings for you. And maybe if you were super gritty and you got started with doTERRA on your own without a mentor or a leader, reach out to me. I'd love to support you and educate you and plug you in. So don't forget to reach out if you need help. Also, tag me on Instagram or Facebook. I love seeing all the DIYs that you guys do and all the spins that you put on these recipes. I love being inspired by you. So if there's something that you want me to show you, I would love to demo that and put some recipes together for one of my future Periscopes. And thank you guys so much for spending some of your Thursday with me. I am so grateful for your support and kindness and our good vibe tribe all over the world. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you next Thursday for more fun. Have a great night.